let's get back to TikTok. Black TikTok creator argues against reparations. Jamie, can you play the video that went viral?
A TikTok creator going viral for a video that picks apart the argument for reparations. Listen.
I'm seeing a lot of talk about reparations on TikTok. It's 2021. How are we to determine who gets reparations and who doesn't? Reparations as the first step to healing? The first step to healing is forgiveness.
That video has been viewed over 100,000 times. And joining me now to discuss is the woman who posted it, Savannah Edwards. Savannah, thanks for being here. Why did you choose to make this video?
Why did I choose to make this video? It was kind of heartbreaking to me to see so many people think that in order for us to receive any kind of healing from the past, that we needed financial compensation from the government.
Okay.
So I just wanted to speak out on that.
One of the common refrains in support of reparations was articulated by one Tulsa pastor who writes, quote, "I think we cannot have true reconciliation and healing without reparations. Reparations are a biblical form of reconciliation and healing. I just hope that our elected officials have the courage to do what they know I feel is right." What's a better alternative to reparations in your estimation? Again, you're a follower of Christ. This pastor's a follower of Christ.
I think as a pastor, you're responsible for your flock, your congregation. Your job is to preach the word of God to them. And if you're not preaching that forgiveness is the first step to any kind of healing, you're leading your flock astray. So before we even talk about forcing people who weren't even alive back then to pay for the sins of the dead, we need to start taking care of our own healing. And the first step to that is forgiveness.
Poor misguided soul.
You being nice. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am. I'm being nice.
You're nice.
First of all, reparations is not about healing. It's about compensation. That's what it's about. So she's been misled, and they jumped at the opportunity to put her on that certain news station so that they can push that agenda. They used her, and that's why I say she's a poor misguided soul. She was used.
Yeah. Malcolm X always said it. Malcolm X always go find one person. Go find that one black person.
Well, today you can find a lot. It's more than one.
There's a lot of fake coons.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's not about healing. It's about compensation. It's about a group of people, a race of people that were basically taken advantage of, where another race profited as a result of what they did to us. That's what it's about. You know?
Yeah. Reparations is about being made whole, man. You know what I mean? Financially. And, you know, and paying back the opportunity cost of slavery. You know what I mean? How do you pay that back? Now, we want to have a conversation about, a salient conversation about how we pay that back. That's something different. But to say that we're just going to table that because we need some healing, because the first step of that is healing. Yeah. Listen, that's
why
response to that.
Why do we got to, first of the things you said, we got to forgive. Yeah. Why do we always got to be the one to forgive?
I knew D was going to say that. I knew D was going to say that.
Why? No, why do we always have to?
You know what? But I'm with D on that. In other words, nobody tries to undo what was done. Everybody tries to move past what was done, and for somebody to be her age and to be that dismissive, to say the first thing starts with healing. Maybe the first thing starts with healing for you. Yeah. Maybe for someone else, it starts with reparations. Maybe someone else says, you know what, it starts with the land that was stolen from my forefathers. You know what I mean? Because in other words, when I hear people say they want equality, I'm saying, are you willing to give back what was done to make it unequal? And that's not usually the case. So what everybody wants to do is smooth over it. So I just think this is a young person. Obviously, they love for a black person to get on Fox News. That's why she's on there. Any other position you can't have on there. And so I just think a person is kind of young, dismissive, and ill-informed to just say that across the board. It's no one-stop shop. And I do think this community needs. You don't have to give us reparations. Everything that you took. That's all, because you really can't repair the damage. So why don't you just give back everything you took?
And the way Fox always sets it up, they never have nobody to argue the other side.
Well, they do. That you're right. You're 100% right.
Never do that shit.
And I was just about to say that, D. The thing is, there's a lot of viral videos for reparations. They didn't put any of those on. They only put that girl, that poor misguided soul. On
You're being nice.
No, I'm being nice. I'm trying to be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is, They grabbed her up real quick and they said, hey, put her on. They're very selective about the message that they send. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell you, they're going to grab people that look like us to put that message out to say, look, even black people don't want reparations, you know, because white America is in fear of it. They're in fear of us getting to close that wealth gap.
And that's the only message that people, that's the only message, Rodney, that some people want to hear. I never forget, I went and bought and supported a black museum in Houston. And I bought a shirt from them, and the shirt says all lives matter. And then on the back it said Black Lives Too or something like that. I regret buying the shirt. I did it because somebody asked me to support the business, right? I was in your establishment. What's a place called Cracker Barrel? I was down there.
No.
We ain't talking about Cracker Barrel.
Don't try to change the subject, Kevin.
I don't know who you talking about. That
I don't know what you talking about.
That's right, Jamie.
Yeah.
That's right.
With that shirt that says all lives matter. I'm down there with the shirt to say all lives matter. I'm down there with that shirt on. A white man made his way across the restaurant. It was like, I like your shirt.
Yeah.
I wanted to take that shirt off and burn it because I knew exactly why he liked it.
Correct.
This is some foolishness. So that's what that young lady just did. The same thing. Yeah. He verbally articulated that shirt.
Yeah, she's the worst, man. But anyway, she's not my sister. Y'all can have her. She could belong to the street. She could belong to Billy Bob and them. I don't give a fuck about her.
Well, you see, she had on the checkerboard flannel shirt, right?
Bro, we already know her background. We already know what this. I mean, come on.
You still got that lightning, man. But I get you.
Another raccoon.
Poor misguided soul.